why you can't lose the weight that you want to lose and keep it off. That question is a huge question. Keep following. It's simple. We call these different type of ways of eating your food in certain manners. We call these diets. But 9 times out of 10, when you're talking about a diet, you're already talking about healthy food. If we should be eating healthy food, if that's what's going to get us healthy, if that's what's going to get us closer towards our goal, don't you think those are the foods that you should be eating 80, 85, 90, 95, maybe even 100% of the time? So that's really where that 80-20 comes in at. Hey, how's it going? Good.
$15.85.
Thank you.
And I got the change.
You keep the change. Yes, ma'am. Have a good one. So that's where that 80, when people talk about like 80-20%, doing 80% good, 20% bad, like that, you should be eating that way, whether you're trying to be the healthiest person or an okay in shape. Really don't matter. I'm going about my day. I just want to be healthy. You ain't necessarily got to have all the big muscles and stuff like that. But your nutrition shouldn't change. The only thing that should change is you should either eat more of that type of food to gain weight, and eat that same type of food to lose weight. So a lot of people come to me asking me, can I help them lose weight? And while they're losing weight, they want a nutrition plan. And the way that I believe in approaching your nutrition is in a totally different way, where because I don't create people's meal plans like they would want me to, and it's more of, hey, we're going to make this together. It's not just me coming up with a certain food, because why would I give you a certain food and tell you to eat a certain way and you don't like it, you hate it? That does not mean that you go eat something bad or whatever the case might be. So when you're approaching your nutrition should be whole foods. What do whole foods look like? Staying around a grocery store. If your great grandparents, your ancestors, if they can look at it and they know exactly what it looks like, then you probably should be eating it. So when you take that approach, that gives you the mindset, oh, they farmed, they grew their own vegetables. There wasn't a lot of restaurants, there wasn't a lot of stores. Milk had to be delivered, whatever. Bread was pretty much just 3 ingredients, and they made it at home. They hunted for their food. More than likely, they had to go work in order to be able to eat. They only ate once, maybe twice a day. So if they did that, don't you think that you should be doing that? And that's not telling you what you can or cannot eat, or how much. They didn't have food scales to be able to stay in shape. They didn't have all these macro calculators. This food right here gives me the energy that I need. I look at food as fuel to get me through my day. And then because I'm being 80% up to 90, 95% not just in a day, but through a whole week, through a whole month, for a whole year. I'm eating 80 to 90% good most of the time, or more often than not. And with that mindset, that just carries over to the symptoms of that is going to be me being healthier. I'm going to actually be leaner because I'm not even eating as much. So in a whole week, I probably don't even eat 14 meals. Most people eat 20, 30, some meals and wondering why they're not getting the results they want because they're always snacking. My blood sugar is low. My insulin isn't spiking all the time. Even if I do go have my ice cream, okay, but it's not often. So that's on the weekend. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Let me get your large custard, vanilla custard with extra Oreo cookie dough.
Alright. What else y'all say?
That'll do it.
Large double Oreo cookie dough
To go.
to go. Alright, you told us 11:52. Here you go, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. And as you can see, I just ordered ice cream. It is a Saturday night. Fasted all day. Matter, it's 2:50. I'm only having one meal. I got my ice cream. When I do eat, I got Blue Ribbon. I got a grilled chicken quesadilla with extra grilled chicken. I'll eat maybe a couple of the fries. Give the rest to my dog. With a lot of water today. Had coffee, had pre-workout. I worked out. And I'll have my ice cream. I'll probably have a little bit more protein because Kenzie is going out. Her and Luca is going to dinner with her mom and grandparents. I'm gonna stay home and get some work done. I'll probably get her to bring me back some grilled chicken or something, or a hamburger patty, so I can get, and that just be it by plain by itself, to get in some extra protein. Other than that, I don't eat a lot. So I'm fasting. You might hear it as intermittent fasting. You might hear it as 1 meal a day. You might hear it as a 24-hour fast. I just don't eat all the time. Now, when I approach the way I eat, when I eat, usually it's like a Monday and Friday, I fast for 24 hours. So if we're starting with Sunday, maybe on Sunday I have 2 meals on Sunday because I usually go, me and Kenzie get something for dinner, and we usually eat dinner about 3-ish on Sundays. And I'll have breakfast with her that morning. Could I go without breakfast? Yes, I usually don't eat breakfast. I eat breakfast to have that time with her, make her happy, because that's her favorite meal. So have breakfast, have dinner. Of course, we go to church. Then she'll come home after we have that dinner, probably about 4 o'clock at the latest. That'll be my last meal. So from at least, I go from 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 p.m. on Monday, at least. Maybe a little bit longer towards the evening whenever we get to eating dinner. Usually we eat dinner by at least 5, 6 o'clock at the latest. But usually we try to eat around 3 or 4, honestly. So I don't eat till about 4 p.m. on Monday. So that dinner, there'll be a big dinner, mainly whole foods, a lot of protein. I enjoy it. What do I do during my fast? What can I have during my fast? Black coffee, hot coffee. I would also have electrolyte water. I'll have cold brew with sugar-free caramel. Just a dab, not too much to add any calories. And some ice. I'll probably have maybe 1 or 2 of those, depending on how fast I'm drinking it. Sometimes maybe a pre-workout. So maybe I'm getting, like, depending on the day, at the most about 500 milligrams of caffeine. On average, at least a good 250. 250 to about 400 on a hard day, long day, where I definitely got to put in a little extra on my pre-workout, because my pre-workout is like 275 milligrams. But if I'm really up really early, I'm studying, I'm working, in between like 4 and 7 a.m., I'll have, of course, my electrolyte water first thing, and then I have maybe 1 or 2 black coffees, hot coffees, while I'm sitting out on the back porch getting my stuff done. So then from Monday, 4 p.m., I have that big dinner. Usually I try to have a piece of fruit before I have that dinner and then have it. That meal can be anything as long as it's high protein, whole foods, and I have that fruit at the beginning. Then I'll fast all Tuesday, get my workouts in, get all my work in. I'll probably have lunch and dinner. So that's more of intermittent fasting, where it's like more of a 16-8, 18-6. And I have that same meal plan, that same schedule eating Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday at dinner, that last second meal at the end of Thursday is the last meal that I can have, because I'm doing my next 24-hour fast from Thursday night to Friday night. Because usually we're at the lake. So who knows what might happen. So I prepare myself to make sure I don't do too much damage, if I do any damage at all. And usually I'm disciplined not to be having drinks, just be having anything I want for food, and I make sure I still stick with the same things. As long as it's high protein. Sometimes I'll eat fruit, sometimes I won't, sometimes I eat vegetables, sometimes I won't. So it's just everywhere but nowhere. Like, I'm in my own little box. So I take things from different people, from different sorts of diets, and I add it into my own thing. I judging my hunger, the way I feel, my energy, based off the foods that I'm eating. And if it agrees with me, I keep going, I keep it in. If it doesn't, I try to get away from it. Sometimes I might come back to it because I like it so much, but then I stay away from it. And then usually on Fridays and Saturdays is when I do have ice cream. So with me, I prepare myself because I know I'm going to have it, without a doubt. Was a great chance. There goes the 80-20, where it's 80% I probably am going to have it on a Friday and Saturday. So that's just having that mindset of, when you do eat, don't eat all the time. Have whole foods, and when those whole foods needs to be high protein, we don't have too many carbs unless it's coming from as much fruit as I want, as much of the vegetables that I want, not tracking calories. If I track anything, it'll be making sure I know about how much protein I'm having. And I'm having probably about 120 on 1 meal a day. If I'm having 2 meals, I'm probably getting from about 100 to about 180, which is where 180 is where I want to be pretty much every single day, to help maintain muscle, lean body mass, if not build some, keep my calories low. So I'm always shedding fat. Maybe it's in a slower way, because some days I might be a little bit slower and not getting in as many steps, but then some days I might get in a lot of steps. So that energy will go where it needs to. I feel good on everything that I'm eating. Not feeling bad mentally. I'm agreeing with the food, and I know that, hey, if I eat this ice cream, if I eat this protein, if I eat these vegetables or fruit, the food that I'm eating is literally going to fuel me for my workout the next day, my workout after a few hours after I eat it, or whatever the case might be. If it's 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, who knows when I'm gonna work out, the things that I'm gonna do. As long as I feel good, I know I have the energy on my body because I haven't used that fuel just yet. So just having a different mindset with your nutrition is going to be the key for you to sustain and stick to and be disciplined to it. And that's the way what I've learned, and that's what I coach all my clients to be aware of the foods that you're eating. I hold them accountable. Being accountable and helping them out with discipline, but transforming their mind of what food means to them and what it's actually doing to them, and recognizing where we go wrong or where we go right. That is the key to everybody's success. And sometimes it's slower than what they want. Sometimes it's fast, just depending on where they are as that individual. So that's where their success comes in at. That's where my success comes in at. And I love it. So if you need help with your nutrition, you need help with your training, your mindset, transforming what food means to you, and you want to learn as much as you can in the next 90 days, come talk to me. Tell me what you want to achieve. I'll show you how to get there. I'll help you hold yourself accountable to get there. And I'll send you on the other side of that 90 days successful. So if you ever need some coaching, need some help, you need a nutrition cookbook, you need some workouts, whatever the case might be, or you just need some advice, then DM me, text me, call me. My number's out there. A lot of y'all got it. Email me, DM me, whatever it is. I got you. I would love to help you. See y'all on the next one.